Welcome to the LA Story Podcast with Stevie Wilson.
Okay. Hey people, this is Stevie for the LA Story. And this gentleman should need no introduction, but he's going to get one anyways. This is Michael O'Connor, and we're here at StyleLab for the Emmys 2012. And we're going to cover what's hot for the red carpet in terms of jewelry, and also some new stuff going on with Michael himself. So Michael, where do we start today?
I think, we should start with men, because what's interestingly enough, we always kind of leave men to the last, and I always say that men account for 50% of all of the red carpet borrows. This year, however, we started out with a lot of men's pieces.
Wow.
And out of all of those pieces, these are the only things that are left. So as you can see, that men are definitely leaning toward their jewelry. These are beautiful pieces here in titanium, black titanium, and sterling silver by designer Edward Morel. And his stuff has really flown out the door when it comes to Emmys.
Wow. I think I'm going to need to borrow some more photos.
We probably will have extra photos for you. Then, of course, we move on to women, what women are wearing on the red carpet. And women, what they wear on the red carpet is really always dictated about what happens at Fashion Week.
Right.
And so if you saw any of the coverage from Fashion Week, one of the things that you saw was that color was very big on everybody's runway this year. Even if they were doing black and white, they did a great colorful belt or a great colorful bag.
DKNY.
Absolutely.
Yellow.
Absolutely.
Yellow was amazing.
Well, we concentrated on a lot of pieces from designers that had a great that have a great amount of stamina and a great amount of color. And this piece here, for example, these pieces are from a company called Abeyan. They are a New York-based company, obviously though a Spanish name, and they have these wonderful, wonderful colors that are really just so beautiful, specifically because we are seeing so much color on the red carpet and on the runways, and these are really pieces that are gorgeous. I just want to bring one more up into this shot.
Is that coral?
This is coral with sapphire.
Ooh.
And then, of course, this pair here, which I think is really iconic, it kind of has that new modern mix of using pearls, but with a variety of different colors. Gorgeous, gorgeous piece, absolutely.
So awesome.
And then, we are starting to see this whole recapturing of, I don't want to use Hollywood glamour because I think it's an overused term, but I'm going to call it silver screen style.
Okay.
And silver screen style is really taking that old Hollywood look and really modernizing it. This is a company called Mastaloni. Mastaloni has been in the pearl business for years and years and years. And they do have these beautiful strands, like this golden strand here that is really very beautiful. But one of the things that I love about what they're doing is that they're not just concentrating on the standard pearls, like you might see in a strand, but they're doing new and unique and interesting things like these black Tahitian pearls with black and white diamonds. There are also some beautiful pieces that have a vintage kind of Edwardian look to them. So they're really doing some really amazing things.
It is. It's incredible what you're showing me, because this is not what we usually see.
Right. Absolutely. This is really kind of like a brand new way to think about using pearls. And this is a company, Rena Lamour. Now, Rena Lamour has a wonderful variety of styles. This is a beautiful bracelet, and we were talking about that silver screen style. This is really so perfect for that silver screen goddess, somebody who really wanted to do that kind of iconic Hollywood kind of feel. And if you partner that with some of the pieces, like, for example, this pair of earrings, which almost has that Indian mogul kind of feel to it, I think that this could be a really great combination and something that is really updated, but still very silver screen starlet.
Right. It gives me a feeling of like Carole Lombard and some of that.
It's true. And we're also seeing a lot of younger stars like Ariel Winter, for example, from Modern Family, who are really coming into their own, who really want to still have a youthful kind of feel in what they're wearing without having that old Hollywood kind of like that stodgy kind of feel of jewelry. So We have pieces like this. This is by Just Jewels, Julie Romanenko, and she really does these beautiful pieces that I think are so red carpet worthy, but still they are fun, they're flirtatious, and they're a little bit younger for some of the younger celebrities that we're seeing now who really want to do something that is just not, that they're going to have a piece that they can only wear on the red carpet.
Right. They're awesome.
Of course, we work with the American Gem Trade Association, which is a really wonderful organization that is the umbrella organization for anyone who is working in high-end colored gemstones. So we have beautiful pieces here that have been provided by them. We've got pieces by a designer somewhere in the rainbow. We have gorgeous pieces here that have a great color mix. This is by a designer, Dallas Prince, who is really very beautiful. She just really has got a great sense of style. And even up to this kind of vintage-inspired necklace here that I think is really, it kind of harkens back to almost like a Victorian, early Edwardian feel.
What kind of stone is that?
This is spinel, which is really like a citrine, Madeira color spinel or citrine, I believe.
It's beautiful.
It really is. It's unusual also. There's also a designer, her name is Pamela Heisinger, who is a Florida-based designer who I think also does that really kind of a little bit more youthful, a little bit more modern. She's taken pieces that are gorgeous natural diamonds, and this diamond formation is called a mackle. This is the way the diamonds grow.
Okay.
This is not something where these diamonds have been cut, and she has really placed them into this wonderful pair of earrings, and of course we've got this great matching bracelet that would work beautifully with it as well.
That's awesome.
Really beautiful, and then when you see this out in the light, I think it's just going to really catch the light and really give you a lot of play. Of course, color, we're talking earlier about color ruling the red carpet. There's a designer who we started to work with, her name is Balari, and she really specializes in color and
I
really,
love that.
isn't this great?
Yes.
And great color mixes.
Yes.
And the great thing about this is that this really becomes your major statement in terms of color. If you're wearing black, if you're wearing white, this is going to work beautifully with it. It's going to be your major statement, but yet if you're wearing any of the colors, it's going to work with it. So
Exactly.
you can mix and match these with several pieces. For example, there's a pair of earrings here. It picks up the blue stones, beautifully cut, beautifully done, and I think it's really one of those pieces that if you really want a major Hollywood type of statement, this is the kind of necklace that you really want to wear. We also work with, as you know, many designers who are not US based, who are seen here for the first time every
Right.
year. And this is a designer, Farah Khan from India, who we've spoken before. She did a whole collection that was inspired by nature. And one of the beautiful things about this bracelet is that the butterflies actually seem to be moving because they're hinged so beautifully on this bracelet. From a unique and value perspective, each of these wings is actually a diamond slice. So it's truly unusual and amazing from that perspective.
It's got such a unique presentation. Anybody could wear that.
Absolutely, and it's something that it would, I think, equally at home on somebody a little bit younger, or equally at home on somebody who has a little bit more stature. We also work with designers such as this designer, Mark Lash from Canada, who really has done these beautiful pieces. Now, this to me is very red carpet. A big statement-making cuff like this that would really be beautiful. And of course, if you want that black and white statement, if you are a little bit anti-color and you want to just keep it the very black and white, this would be a great combination. These are black diamonds in the earrings surrounded by white diamonds. So this is really beautiful, and he always supplies us with, I think, some of the most beautiful and unique creations. Mm-hmm. And then there's Jewelry by Gail. Jewelry by Gail is actually owned by a woman named Gail Kowalski, who is in Nags Head, North Carolina. All of her pieces are beautiful, and the great thing about them is that each one is unique and different and handmade. So she has supplied us with this amazing druzy piece that I think is just, if you want a statement-making necklace,
This is it.
This is certainly a statement-making necklace. And she also, the great thing about the way she works is that all of these folds, all of these wrappings that you see here are totally done by hand. And what that means is that even if she wanted to recreate these pieces, they would not be exactly the same. So every time the wearer has something that is unique and different, every time the wearer wants something that's unique and different, she's perfect for that.
Exactly. This is the most phenomenal. This is what caught my eye first.
Well, it is. It really has. We've had a lot of interest in this piece, and I just love the use of the druzy here. And this is something signature to Gail, the way she wraps the stone with beautiful, almost trimmings of gold in this case, and the way this piece almost looks like it's kind of like a ribbon, like you might see
Exactly.
on a Christmas package.
It's comes out so that it looks like it's so casual, but not.
Right.
It's not really planned.
Right, that's it. It's not. It's a little bit free form, but it's still very important in presentation.
Oh, absolutely. I think anybody who wears that is going to be just capturing everybody's attention.
So as you can see, we've really pulled together a great deal of pieces. Now, the important things that your viewers should know is the fact that this is our second day, so we're almost finished doing this. So a lot of the pieces really have already gone out. These pieces, we still have the option of lending them in the couple of hours we have left, and tomorrow, because tomorrow, which is Saturday, is what I call my fashion emergency day. Yeah. And that's when everyone calls last minute and says, oh my God, I forgot the most important thing I need, and that's the jewelry.
Exactly. And that's the funny part, is that I always try to get here usually on Thursday, but today, this year it was Friday. And to see that all the men's stuff, usually the men's stuff is never gone, and then find that you've only got 3 pieces left, that's totally crazy. So we'd like to thank Michael O'Connor and Nikki Austin for Style Lab and for the time today. And this is Stevie for the LA Story saying see you soon, people. Bye.
Thanks for joining Stevie Wilson on LA Story. Feel free to check out other podcasts and videos. Bookmark it now. www.la-story.com